Hello and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be using the Lee Super Stopper 15 stop ND filter to be taking some lovely long exposures on the coast here in South Wales. So the original plan was to maybe have a go with the 6 and the 10, but I think the conditions for me today, the 15 stop is going to be best. So I'm going to quickly flick this around here now and you can see this is what I'm working with here. The reason I can't use the 6 and the 10, well I can use them, but the tide isn't necessarily coming in as much as I wanted, because this would have been really, really nice, but c'est la vie, as the French would say, it is what it is. So I'm going to be setting up and taking some pictures, primarily the end bit there. We've got some lovely big clouds. It's quite breezy. I've had to put my coat back on because it's gone a bit cold down here, to be honest, but we're hopefully going to get, with this 15 stops, some really streaky clouds as well and some milky smooth water, and we'll take it from there. So I'm gonna go get ready and then we'll jump in camera and we'll have a look at setting up for the 15 stop. So this is the scene jumping in camera here now. So I'm hand holding at the moment, so apologies if I go on the wonk a little bit. So I want to go a little bit minimalist. We've got these lovely clouds in the sky. I'm going to use grad on the top there, so I'm putting that in now and you can see it bringing down. I'm using a very light grad because I don't want to overdo it. It can end up adding a little bit of harshness to the sky and minimize what we're trying to do in the foreground. So that's quite nice. Let's keep it basic and stick the 15 stop in now. But first of all, let's figure out what our actual shot is going to be as well, shall we? So f8 1/80th of a second, ISO 64, base ISO of the camera. We're looking at, we use the app. So 15 stops at 1/80th, 6 minutes 49. Now that is a long exposure by anyone's standards. We may see if we can sort it. Well, no, let's just do it. I'm in no rush to go anywhere. So I am going to bump it up because the light is changing and it's fluctuating quite a bit. So I'm going to be bumping that up to, what did we say? 6:49, let's call that 7. We'll add a little bit more, 8.5 minutes. That's a long exposure, so straighten that horizon. Let's see how it goes, right. Okay, so that shot is done, and it wasn't bad, to be honest. 9 minutes, it come out quite all right, you know. Could have been a little bit more exposed, but I quite like the moody shot and the moody element. Whilst I was waiting for the 9 minutes for that to expose, I had to walk around the wreck to see if there's anything different. And what I've decided to do is, so if we have a look around, so I'm actually shooting a little bit lower down on the ground, and what I'm also doing, zooming in there, is we're going with just this bit here. Those reflections look quite nice in them. But I'm coming down, so if we go down to this level here, and roughly like that. So I stuck a slightly stronger ND grad on. I've gone for the mid 0.6 to tame that sky down a little bit more, and we're just including these because the water is coming in a little bit further, and it is, as you can see on this bit now, washing around those ribs from the wreck. Hopefully this will come out quite nice as well. So changing the angle, changing the way that I'm taking the photo as well, should hopefully end up give us a much more interesting shot when this develops now. So let's see. Okay, so whilst I liked that shot, the end piece of the shipwreck was just a little bit too close to the horizon for my liking. So what I've done, I've raised the tripod up slightly, so we're still shooting up with a low angle to the rest of the shipwreck, but hopefully that'll bring the end of that shipwreck down and not nudge so close to the horizon. with it so close to the horizon, it loses its isolation in the water. Even though there's a lot of smoothness going on, it looks like it's joined into the horizon, and it's just not that appealing to the eye. We're trying to lead the eye in a little bit. We don't want to lose it then, so we can isolate it a little bit more. I've also increased the ND grad up to the next level to try and darken everything down, and nudged it up above the horizon. I may have had it too low. It may have been darkening that horizon. In these bright conditions, it's a bit difficult to set up. But we'll get this one up and running, and then I'm going to start walking through the sand dunes and have a look how things are going up there, because there's some nice clouds. It's a nice sunny day, and we start heading back and process these shots and stick them up. If I find anything nice up there as well, I'll stick them up as well again. So thank you very much for joining me today. What I'll do now, when I go back, we'll start editing these photos and see what we can do.